d'un palais, tout allait pousser à des émois longs et vieux pour nous rappeler que c'est comme ça et sera toujours le cas. Je veux garder tous ces labos, le partage quand les souvenirs s'écrivent.
The lighthouse was actually built in 1862 in Paris by a metal engineer called Mr. Rijolet. And when he finished it, it stood 2 years straight up in Paris. Now I can see an Eiffel Tower, but not a lighthouse. It stood there, and after the 2 years, they dismantled it and they sent it over to this island, which was actually named amedee, and that was the local given name. And then Napoleon III popped out of the wood, and he wanted also colonies, because the Dutch had colonies, the British had colonies, and he had nothing. So what he's done, he indeed sent his crew out here to the Pacific. They did take colonies. They took Livu, Mare, Uvea, the 3 Loyalty Islands, the island of Pines, New Caledonia, and this tiny little island, which he changed in 1853 in the name of Amadeus, which was in French an old-fashioned French boy's name. But they changed it here to Amedee, but that was all in 1853. So in 1865, the first light was lit by men who had to walk up and down that lighthouse to put the lantern on. And then way later in time, in 1968, that's when they started using a Coleman gas lamp system. Now it does run on solar power, and they do say in the books, and it's actually really true when you do have clear weather, that when you're in Noumea, you can see this lighthouse very clearly from a 60 kilometers away. Oh, you can so snorkel here with the most beautiful turtles you've ever seen. And the turtles here are vegetarian, so they are here because we have a lot of grass on the ocean bottom. We have 7 different species of turtles in the world. We have 2 turtles here. Both of them are the same in color, they're brown and green, and that's because they are both vegetarian. They eat the grass from on the ocean. The fact also is that if mom lays eggs, which she does twice a year, 100 of eggs, she does lay them not here on the island. She lays them in Burai, that's about 2 hours north from here, or in the wet Sundays, or on the top of the cairns where it is nice and hot. Now it also depends, of course, what kind of male or female comes out of those eggs, because it also depends where mom lays the eggs. Because if the sand is a bit cool, then you get male turtles, and if the sand is a bit hot, you get female turtles. this show is something unique. You do have to dance. You have to know how to dance because it's in a unique way. It's the local way. It reminds me mostly actually a bit of about Hawaiian, the way the Hawaiian does with the coconuts and everything else. That is similar to it, but the music, it is very local, and yeah, I love it. It's and also the people are interactive with it as well. Noumea to me is everything in one line. It has nature, nice people, water activities, good shopping, good food, and that is what you all need to know, that it is perfectly very nice. It's safe as well, so it's very nice to be here. Children would have a ball just to be here as well because you can get hotels right across the ocean.